let's get started. Here's one question. How do you handle usage of AI? That's a really good question.
1 slap per year.
I mean, I use AI, so I handle it pretty well, I think, because I don't the kids know. Yeah, I taught a novel last year, and I didn't read a page of it. I used AI. I was like, what should they annotate for in this chapter? And they gave it to me. Yeah, I didn't even know the characters' names. It was teacher day. I had really high scores. I'm telling you, AI is great, dude.
That's so funny. What book was it?
Hamlet.
The words are too big for him. He can't.
I had a kid. I mean, this is really interesting. Again, you guys will know this if you're in the classroom. Kids love cheating, and AI makes it really easy. And they're not very good at cheating, right? I hesitate to call them stupid, but it's the first word that comes to mind. And I was having my students write an essay about Lord of the Flies, and the essay prompt was, how did the conclusion of the novel make you feel about the nature of humanity, right? And whatever, it doesn't matter. And the first essay I got, the kids didn't care either, so. The first essay I got said, as an AI language model, I am not capable of feeling or expressing sentiment. I mean, really, this is what we're working with here.
That kind of rules.
The honest answer is paper and pencil. We moved back to paper and pencil for the whole year.
Yeah, I realized I was having a problem when my ELL students started to use words like serendipitously. I was like, where are you getting this fucking information from? We're still on 2-syllable words, so we can't.
Okay, what makes the worst kind of teacher colleague? Okay, I have an answer. Actually, this one really fucking pisses me off. If you're having a problem with a kid and you're like, hey, like I'm really struggling with X, like they're being super disrespectful in my class, and like I'm just trying to struggle, like I don't know, like I'm having trouble. The teacher that goes, he's great for me. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Dude, I just had like a visceral reaction from that.
That's how you get stabbed where I come from. I will shank you in the kidney.
Way to take the most generous profession and make it about yourself, you selfish piece of shit. It's like I'm asking for help, and you want to like just brag and then whatever. That's the worst teacher colleague for me. That's an honest answer.
I hate the person who is at a PD and they go, all right, guys, let's do successes and failures. Just because they have a success that they want to share and they don't have a failure, and it's like, bitch, the kids hate you. They can't stand. She's like, one of the kids worked from bell to bell today. And it's like, that's what they're supposed to do every day. You are not rewarded for this.
Yeah, I mean, I'm also going to go at PD when it's like 5 minutes left and there's one like person who stands up and they tell a story specific to their classroom that happened.
And it's always a success that there's some kind of like stroke of genius. You know,
Yeah.
Well, I was having this problem, and this is personally how I handled it. As if we're supposed to applaud or something.
I designed this excellent lesson plan for my 9th grade environmental science class. And it's like, dude, I'm out on all of this. I haven't designed a lesson plan since I was a student teacher. I write my lessons like J.K. Rowling wrote Harry Potter on a fucking napkin. And apparently with malice in my heart.
So I'm actually gonna say the preschool table back here. Y'all been kind of vocal. What makes like a bad preschool colleague? Because I feel like it's a whole different animal.
Oh
than like
yeah,
high
that's a
school.
really good point. We don't get to talk to preschool teachers, and y'all kind of have like a whole little
Yeah.
cohort.
This bitch brought cinnamon graham crackers in.
Who brings peppermints? What do you got? Is there like something that you're like, yeah, they're not gonna work out as a, you know, is anybody in charge
Just let
of
him
hiring?
answer. Let him answer. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God, yeah.
So a bad colleague is either someone who complains or someone who's happy. So that's
No, but that's right though.
yeah.
No, she said overly complaining or overly happy.
There is
That's
a
right.
middle
Got it.
line. Your middle line just has to be like, I am here and that is okay.
This is a job. It is what I am paid to do.
Dude,
That's it.
Yeah, any teacher that remembers their why, get the fuck out of my face. Dude, I got nothing to do with you.
We sound very cynical, but we do love our careers and jobs.
That's why I left.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes we ask how long have you been teaching, right? Like we ask the audience who's been the longest. And I remember sometimes we had a couple people who've been like 45 years. And I'm like, what do you teach? And they're like, gifted and talented. And I'm like, yeah, okay.
What do you? We didn't ask. It was 39 years. What did you teach?
Yeah, that's
Third,
a real
fourth,
veteran.
yeah.
Third, fourth, and fifth.
Not all at the same time. Yeah, that would be. That'd be crazy. Y'all could team up and have a little school. Second grade over here. You could.
40 years in gifted and talented, you got to convert it like dog years. That's like 7 years in real teaching. All right, next question. What is the wildest or craziest experience you've had in the classroom?
Wildest or craziest? Man, what is going to be my wildest moment?
I think I might want to turn this one to the audience first and see, because there's a room
Yeah.
full of teachers.
Does anybody have one that you're like, oh, y'all will never believe this? We love hearing these.
Oh,
we
front
Oh, wait,
row.
you teach at a prison. Don't fucking bring this up. I've already seen Oz. I watched Orange is the New Black. I don't want to hear shit about. Was it juvenile or was it adults?
Adults. I teach like the younger guys, like under 22.
Okay.
And my favorite game to play is it piss or water on the floor?
Oh.
I don't know if y'all heard that. She said my favorite game to play is it piss or water on the floor, which I like that on the floor is a part of the title of the game. Like you see piss or water on the sink and you're like, I'm going to hope it's water.
And baby, there's only one way to find out.
Yeah, there are no winners in that game. That's a bad game. Play something else.
Yeah, have you ever tried Heads Up 7-Up? Have you?
Craziest experience I've had in the classroom, I think, is there's a fight that breaks out, and these girls are like punching each other. It's a girl fight, so you know it's bad. And they're going crazy, going at it. And then I got my body in the middle to just try and stop them. And then I felt someone tapping my back like this, and I turn around, and I'm getting punched by another girl because I wouldn't let her friend whoop the other girl's ass. So that's mine.
Girl fights probably are like, they're the crazy. Y'all ever like tried to break up a fight, like get in the middle of it, and then like you become a part of it and you lose? That ever happened to y'all? Yeah, I lost to a 14-year-old girl, and that was not good. To be fair, she was built, but I was an offensive lineman in college, so it was my job to protect the quarterback, and so I was like standing in a doorway, and she was trying to get through me to beat another girl's ass. And I was just like, come on, you don't want to do this. And as I was saying, do this, she like bull rushed me all the way back. I was like, you don't want to do this? And she, yeah, I was like, hold on, we got to reset that. Hold the fuck up. No, you're not fighting her yet. You're fighting me first. I want another round real quick. Dude, I lost.
Yeah, I would say, I guess girl fights are always kind of the craziest. I broke up a girl fight this year. There were 3 girls waiting outside of my class, like just prepared. And I immediately called for backup. I was pressing the little, and then do y'all have those, the cards where you're supposed to be able to click them, and then that's like active shooter is here. And I was like, no, there's just 3 crazy bitches. You got to get the card. The card, they can locate exactly where you are. It's supposed to be for active shooters. What a fun time to be a teacher. Oh, you don't know this? No, it calls. Just admin has them? Oh, yeah,
Of
good
course.
job. Thanks.
Of course.
Who
And
are the ones that need to be protected?
And they're the ones that voted on it, too. They're like, let's start with us.
Yeah, because
No.
they're always in the classroom. Yeah.
Every teacher's badge has a little button that you can click on it, and so I started clicking the button. And how is Missouri outclassing you guys?
That's crazy.
You guys are giving me real New Haven energy right now. But I started calling it, and then IT is right next to me, and IT came out to help. Like, that's how you know this fight was bad, when IT is like, hold my glasses. Hold my... And IT jumped in, and I jumped in, and admin eventually showed up, and we were trying to break it up. But in the middle of me trying to break it up, I had like one girl that I had pushed her away, and then I was going to push another girl away. And I don't know if anybody, sir, you seem like maybe you have before. You ever grab something and you're like, that's a titty. I'm about 100% sure that is a bare titty. And it was so clear that I didn't even want to turn around, because that completes the felony. Right now we're at voluntary misdemeanor. If I look, it's a felony. And then I just kind of let go. I disengaged, and I walked away, and I turned around, and sure enough, she had her whole like shirt was just ripped completely open, and there was a titty out. And I looked at admin, and I just went, I don't. And he goes, I didn't see anything. All right, we're on the same page here.
Did you have one wildest, craziest? Did you already go?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, got my ass whooped. Cool.
Nice.
Yeah. Just want to boomerang back to that. Cool.
Here's another one. How likely are you to visit Connecticut again? Very likely, maybe, or not likely at all. Well, I actually am from Boston, so I'm from New England. Thank you. So I will visit Connecticut every single time I have to get to New York. So.
God.
That was fun.
This is a teacher show. Someone asked us a fucking survey. That's cool. God.
I don't know. Any thoughts on Connecticut so far?
New Haven sucked so bad.
Dude, they're so fucking pretentious over there.
Well, they're not only pretentious, they're desolate.
Oh, is that the word you wanted to go with?
In New Haven, Connecticut, desolate? Yeah, I think
Now
that's...
look, what you're seeing here, and this is so fascinating because we understand what's about to happen, and this is not scripted. He thinks they're super pretentious and like wealthy, and he thinks they're super poor, and we all understand that's just Connecticut. This insane. We know that. You got the richest motherfuckers in the country, and you got the city schools where they don't give them any fucking support. We all know that. I describe Connecticut as a state that looks like it's like 15 years recovered after like a nuclear apocalypse. Like the wealthiest have congregated and abandoned everybody else. That's crazy that just, because y'all seen it. You know how it goes here.
I guess for me, it was like New Haven. Again, I've just always thought of Connecticut as this like, wow, they live. Yeah, I guess I just think of y'all as Vermont. But then I went to New Haven, and I was like, I've seen more pipes on the ground than I have seen people who look like they're happy to be here.
And you'll see a Lamborghini drive over the top of them. It's crazy.
But I feel like Hartford, again, all we've been here is the hotel and the mall. And
But great experience.
love it. What?
No, this is Manchester.
Okay, well then tell the Funny Bone to rename the fucking club. It's the Hartford Funny Bone. That's the best. We're staying in Manchester. You want to know what they called it? The Hartford Courtyards and Tweets.
We will start wrapping this up soon. Let you guys get out of here. We'll do a few more. Here's one. What does your admin think of your tour? And do parents ever complain?
Yeah, parents complain, and there's a reason I'm no longer teaching. My admin loved it one time, and they said, oh, we'd love to come to one of your shows. And I was like, I would love to ignore this email. I'm not bringing you anywhere.
No, dude, admin doesn't even know what goes on in the classroom. They don't know that I'm in Connecticut right now. They have no idea, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like admin might be unhappy about it, but it's not fucking for them. It's for the teachers. What do teachers think about this tour, huh? That's what I care about.
We do appreciate you coming out. I just want to
No,
let
we
you
do.
know we do.
Also, the funny thing is, like, honestly, like, most admin are just trying their best with, like, a limited budget, and they have, like, a superintendent who tells them what to do. And the real problem is, like, the school funding structure at, like, the state and national level and, like, the way our tax dollars are allocated. But that's not funny. So
It's way more fun to go boo.
it's a lot easier. It's a lot easier.
I'm gonna put this empty one right here. Y'all are good people.
Okay, what was the funniest parent-teacher conference you ever had? That's interesting. I don't have a lot of funny ones.
I've had ones where you can tell. I teach a lot of ELL kids, and so their parents will still smack a bitch.
Yeah.
My ELL students, like, they will
Not that we know about it or hear about it, because that would be a mandated report, and so...
No, I mean, the parents are smart enough. They're not going to say, I will hit my kid, but you can see it in their eyes. You know what I mean? The way they just go, oh, what? He did what? And you're like, oh, yeah, but I also love him.
No, that's usually what it is. Like I'll be honest, and then the parent will start like getting furious and get glaring at. I'm just narrating facts that have happened in the classroom. And
Shows up late every day, has never been here, then never gets their work done.
And so I see them start like glowering and like growing, and they're like looking at this kid, and I can see the kid like getting scared. And then I have to lie and be like, but also he's a great kid. He's really reading above grade level, and he's trying his best every day because I got to save this fucking kid's life.
Yeah, I got one. So I teach, a lot of immigrants, and the scariest parent-teacher conference I had. I used to think Southern moms were the scariest to deal with, and then I lived in Orlando, and I was like, it's Hispanic moms, and then I moved to Denver, and I changed it, and it's Nigerian moms. The mom I talked to, she was like a Lady John Wick. Like she came and she like sat down and like did this, and she was like, I would like you to hit my son. And I was like, that's not necessary. And she goes, no, he thinks he's funny. He acts stupid in class. Hit my son. I had to call my mom. I was like, are you Nigerian?
Dude, my mom all the time was like begging my teachers. She worked nights, so she would get off work at 7 a.m. and then teachers would call her at 3 p.m., wake her up by being like, your son sucks. He's terrible. And she'd be like, hit him. And they were like, ma'am, we can't. And she goes, I signed the paperwork. Hit him. And they'd be like, ma'am, we never sent home paperwork. She's just handwriting notes. Kick his ass.
This one's kind of interesting, but I remember our school ran a trial program from the federal government. It was one of the first in the nation. They picked like 10 sites around the country, and it was kind of like a social integration program for brand new to country immigrant families, specifically targeting fathers. And I'm not going to say what country these people were from because I'm not going to perpetuate racial stereotypes. But it was basically they took a person from the community who'd been in the country for a few years, and then they took the parents of the kids in the school and just kind of like acclimated them to American culture. And in this case, it was like, okay, so we don't hit our kids. Please write that down. It was like a full class, and the parents were like jotting it, like confused, the fathers, and like, also, we don't drunk drive. Please. And they're like, but what if? And they're like, no. No. But it was a really cool program. That was really nice.
I just want you to know that you made me racist in that moment by not telling me the country.
It was England. It was the United Kingdom. Okay, it was British.
You got to
people.
tell me which country. You can't be like, I don't want to perpetuate racial stereotypes because now I'm just like guessing all the countries in my head. It's problematic.
Yeah, it's just Mississippi.
Okay, we gotta wrap this up. Let's see. If you were not a teacher, what other profession would you choose to be? Besides comedian, FBI.
Oh God, I'd be a terrible FBI agent.
Actually,
but I would find all of the drugs. Well, they would make me terrible because I'd find it in evidence.
Yeah, we would be bad undercover cops.
It's interesting you said FBI because I don't know if you guys know this. This is 100% true. A few years ago and today, the FBI recruits teachers actively on their website. No, I'm serious. I'm not fucking joking. Look it up on LinkedIn. The FBI actively recruits teachers. And this is what they said. They were like, well, you're like capable at like digesting large amounts of information and explaining it to like a diverse range of learners. You're capable of like juggling multiple tasks and like facets of human interaction while also maintaining like a charismatic and strong presentation. I was like, this is the most appreciated I've ever felt. And I was like, it's by fucking cops? You gotta be kidding me, dude. That's true. It's 100% true. They were actively recruiting teachers to be federal agents. So if you want to be a narc, you can go do that.
Whoa. Do you have a job that you would do? Would you do anything else? You would probably be a coach.
I think it would hurt my ego, but I'd probably try my hand at stripping for like 6-7 months.
Dude, you know what would be great? If we like traveled the road, you'd be a good stripper and I'd be a good like DJ. Coming to the stage on the ones and twos, it's Hot Hammocks, Lou Ferris.
I'd be the little tip boy. Some money, please.
He's all lubed up. I stole it from the school.
Got me in a thong and slapped my ass.
I think we got time for one more question, I hope. But I do want to say, seriously, on a Thursday night, thank y'all so
Thank you
much
so much
from
for
the bottom
showing
of
up.
our heart.
Yeah, thank you so
coming out.
much. Thank you, teachers.
We know you don't get paid enough. We have paraprofessionals in the building. Thank you for giving us a third of your income to be here tonight. We really do appreciate it, and hopefully we come back.
I did find the one we're going to close on. Look at this.
Oh, you motherfuckers.
Okay, you go. You read it. You
The
read
last one?
What is a penis Charles Parr?
That's a great way to send it on. We're
so
the
much.
Unteachables. Thank you.
Hey, Manchester, thank you so much.
Let me get a round of applause for Joe McKenna, please.
Thank you. Lou Ferris, your headliner.
Oh my God! Finish it off with Steven Taylor, everybody.
Get home safe.
Thanks, bye.
Thank y'all.